Wait till the light comes on.
Coming up, less than a week after a Scott County Sheriff's deputy was killed, find out how some in the community are giving back to the family.
Plus, thousands of cyclists are in Georgetown this weekend for the Horsey 100.
Well, I'm tracking a cool and rainy Sunday that's in store, but all eyes are on that important Memorial Day forecast, and we'll break that down for you coming up in just a bit.
You're watching ABC 36 on your side, Weekend Edition.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sydney St. Clair.
And I'm Justin Walker. Thanks for joining us. We're following developing news tonight. A 3-year-old has died in Montgomery County.
The coroner's office confirms a 3-year-old was hit by a car and taken to St. Joseph Hospital, where the child was confirmed dead. The accident happened sometime after 3 this afternoon. Now, the coroner says the child's body has been taken to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. The coroner and sheriff's office are handling the investigation. The child's identity has not yet been released.
It's been nearly a week since Scott County Sheriff's Deputy Caleb Conley was shot and killed during a traffic stop.
And as the community continues to grieve, many are stepping up to help his family through the tragedy. This weekend, the Lexington Counterclocks organization is hosting a special fundraiser for the family.
ABC 36 caught up with organizers. It's our top story at 6:30.
As soon as I saw the news, I immediately knew that we needed to do something and didn't know what we needed to do, but just something in general to help the Conley family.
And helping the Conleys is exactly what the Lexington Counterclocks plan to do this Memorial Day weekend. The baseball organization is hosting a memorial fundraiser in honor of Scott County Deputy Caleb Conley. How it works is simple.
Any ticket that's bought through the FIVO link, it's on our website, on our social media pages, it'll go back to the family, that particular portion. So there's different levels. There's a $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 donation that you're able to make, and included in that is a ticket to the game, Saturday or Sunday night's game.
And when the Conleys need some family time, the Counterclocks have another plan to help.
We're contacted by the Jessamine County wives of the Sheriff's Department there, and donated a suite to the Conley family as well, to be able to come out to a game and bring any friends or family with them that they might like to.
Counterclocks president and general manager Justin Ferrarella says they're already seeing an outpouring of support for the family.
I think that speaks a lot about the community that we have here, right? That they want to, they want to be surrounded by people that want to help them, and that's us, and that's all we can do, right? And it's not about the Counterclocks, it's about the family, and how the whole community as a whole can come together and support the family, and be there for them during tragic times.
The Counterclocks are playing the Staten Island Ferry Hawks Saturday and Sunday. If you missed the chance to donate and watch Saturday's game, you'll have another chance Sunday afternoon. Game time is set for 2:05.
Russell County officials are investigating after a teenager died at Lake Cumberland Friday night.
The coroner's office confirmed 17-year-old Cameron Powell of Somerset died at the scene of a motor vehicle accident. First responders were called to the Clifty Creek boat ramp Friday night at around 9:02 for a car in the water. They say 2 people were in the vehicle at the time of that incident. One person was able to escape. Powell's body is being taken to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy for an exact cause of death. Kentucky Fish and Wildlife and the Russell County Coroner's Office have taken over that investigation. No word yet on how that car ended up in the water. We'll keep you updated as we learn more.
Well, let's check in now with meteorologist Jordan Smith for our first check of our forecast. Jordan, we saw a beautiful sunset this afternoon. Now it's been quite a night.
Yeah, but people are curious what the weather will be like for those Memorial Day plans for sure.
Yeah, well, we have kind of a tricky forecast on store for Sunday, but Memorial Day itself is looking pretty good. I think we'll really turn things around by the time we get to Monday. But first things first, here Saturday evening, set at 64 here in Lexington, 58 over in Frankfort, 59 Richmond, 61 down there in Somerset, and the green that's showing up here in central Kentucky is likely just some radar clutter, what we like to call it. But if we go down here closer to southeastern Kentucky, where you see these darker greens, even some hints of yellow there along the Kentucky-Virginia borders. That is rain that is actually reaching the ground, and all of this is headed in our direction. It's coming against the grain and coming from southeast to northwest. So that'll be with us throughout the overnight into the day on Sunday. You can see that on our next 36 hours. And look at temperatures tomorrow afternoon. Highs only into the low 60s. Parts of southern and southeastern Kentucky may stay into the 50s. Now, that is with rain. You can see our hour-by-hour precipitation chances into the likely category. They'll begin to die down as we head off into tomorrow evening, and then Memorial Day itself is looking pretty good. We'll track that out and more coming up in your Storm Team forecast.
All right, thanks a lot, Jordan. Well, it's graduation season for many colleges and universities, and today Transylvania University held its commencement ceremonies.
The ceremony was held at 9 a.m. on the lawn of Old Morrison. 191 graduates walked the stage to receive their diplomas. And according to Transy officials, half of those receiving their Bachelor of Arts degrees received Latin honors for a cumulative GPA of at least a 3.5. The student speaker at the ceremony was senior Caroline Shutt, who is a William T. Young Scholar from Owensboro. Congrats to all these graduates and good luck in the future. Now, the annual Horsey 100 returned to Georgetown this weekend, welcoming thousands of bike riders from across the country.
That's right. This marks the event's 45th year. It's hosted by the Bluegrass Cycling Club. Nearly 2,000 cyclists have come from 39 states and Canada to take part. The event features 3 days of cycling along Scott, Woodford, and Franklin counties. There were 5 routes ranging from 25 miles to 100 miles that cyclists could take today. Tomorrow, there will be 4 routes.
This is a well-known event. We have people coming from all over the country. We just have a great reputation, and we take a great pride in, as a club, and it's all volunteers, to introduce people to what we think are some of the best cycling in the world, really.
I've been doing this ride for many, many years. It's a great ride. It's very well organized. It's very safe, very friendly, and you can't beat the scenery anywhere. It's absolutely beautiful.
The event continues Sunday. Organizers say it's important for drivers to be on the lookout for cyclists and to extend courtesy if they encounter them along the routes. Now, in honor of Memorial Day, the Aviation Museum of Kentucky and the Commemorative Air Force are hosting 3 historic World War II aircrafts at their Warbird Expo.
That event began yesterday and continues through Monday, with doors opening from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visitors can experience the Warbirds up close and even board them. The 3 aircrafts on display are an S&J T-6 Texan trainer and a twin-engine Navy transport, as well as the historic C-47 That's All Brother, a paratroop transport that led the airborne invasion of Normandy on D-Day.
It's truly a great experience, and it reconnects people with the past. Sadly, our schools aren't teaching much World War II history anymore, and the lessons of World War II are really applicable with what's going on in the world right now.
Visitors also have the chance to take a ride over Lexington in them. Prices range from $100 to $400. The event is free for World War II and Korean War veterans. Well, still to come on ABC 36 at 11, negotiators still working on a deal to raise the nation's debt limit.
And what experts say this busy Memorial Day weekend means for summer travel. We'll have more after the break.
And coming up, we'll break down that very cool and rainy Sunday that's ahead. Kind of looks ugly, so if you have any outdoor plans, you might want to move them inside. But Memorial Day itself looking pretty good. And then the heat is on. We will break all that down and more coming up after the break. Stay with us.
My husband, who worked on a strip job for a number of years, got black lung. A little over 3 years ago, he quickly started declining and it started asking for my help. Since Jerry got sick and I've taken on the extra work here, it's been wonderful to know that I can still hear the word, hear the message, and have some pastor that I feel connected to in my home with me.
With an exciting new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer activities. Sorry.
Get 3.99 APR financing on a new Highlander, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
When you're injured, the insurance company hopes you'll hire the wrong law firm. You're smarter than that. You deserve better. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
This Friday through Monday only, we're opening our doors for our big Memorial Day sale at Lexington Overstock Warehouse. Get this sectional sofa for only $9.98. Plus, take advantage of interest-free financing for 12 months. Go to LexingtonOverstockWarehouse.com for more details.
ABC 36 on your side.
With an exciting new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer activities. Sorry.
Get 3.99 APR financing on a new Tacoma, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
ABC 36 on your side.
My father chose cremation, but a funeral was important to my mom, my sisters, and me. So we did that first. Very personal, favorite pictures and belongings. Things that meant something to each of us growing up. Simple, nice, the way everyone wanted it. Care Cremation and Funeral Service. Your loved one never leaves our care.
Want a new roof? For the best, fastest, and complete roofing, it's gonna be Arc Roofing.
And welcome back here. Thank you for keeping it with us here on ABC 36 News at 11. I'm meteorologist Jordan Smith. Here's a live look here at Hamburg on the east side of Lexington. Thanks to our Bluegrass Pace Care Skyview Camera Network. See no issues whatsoever outside as we're still dealing with mainly clear skies here in central Kentucky and temperatures that are setting into the low 60s. We're setting at 64 degrees right now. But man, oh man, it was a beautiful sunset this evening. This is down in London. Thanks to Johnny Nicholson for sending that in. It was definitely a beautiful sunset all across central and eastern Kentucky. I had many pictures to choose from which one to add, and I just decided to add this one. So thanks to everyone who sent those in. Temperatures are chilly on the here at just after 11 o'clock, considering that it is late May. We're only at 64 here in Lexington, 59 down the road in Richmond, 63 in the London-Corbin area, and 59 down there in Williamsburg. Now, we are dry here in central and southern Kentucky. The green you're seeing is some radar clutter, but if we go down here to parts of southern and southeastern Kentucky, where you see those darker greens, even a little bit of hints of yellow, that is that moderate to heavy rain. That's rain that is reaching the surface here, and that is continuing to be the case. You can see all this heavy rain here to our south and east on a trajectory right for the Bluegrass State. Coming at us against the grain, it's coming from southeast to northwest. So normally it goes opposite direction, but not this time. We can track that out here on Futurecast. Here 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, mainly affecting parts of southern and southeastern Kentucky at this point. But as you can see, as we go throughout the remainder of the morning and afternoon, look at it's spinning counterclockwise across the Commonwealth here, coming at us again against those grains. Highs tomorrow, only low 60s at best here in central Kentucky. For areas that keep more in the way of clouds and showers, I'm talking to you, southern and southeastern Kentucky, upper 50s. So it's definitely going to be a chilly May evening tomorrow. And then as we head into Memorial Day itself, a few isolated showers for the morning. Can't be rolled out, but by the time we get into the afternoon, we'll break out into a mix of sun and clouds and temperatures that'll be 70 to 75. And our Futurecast rainfall totals through Memorial Day morning, you can see the heaviest totals here in parts of southeast Kentucky. They may see upwards of a half inch to maybe an inch. Here locally, we'll be lucky to see upwards of a quarter of an inch. Now, after we get past Memorial Day, Tuesday looks good. And then as we head off into Wednesday, once again, Thursday and Friday and Saturdays, we're going to kind of get into a rinse and repeat type pattern. That means that each day is going to be hot, and during the peak heating of the afternoon, we could pop up an isolated shower or thunderstorm. No day is a washout, and most of us will stay dry during that time frame. As far as the heat goes, you can see the yellow and green, which is those cooler temperatures, will begin to lift right on up there across the eastern seaboard. And then all these oranges and even some reds getting on in here mid to late week. That is some very toasty temperatures that are on the way. Not only is the temperatures going to be warm, but the muggy meter is getting ready to take off when we're going to see dew points near 70 degrees, which is getting up there to humid to even very humid. Tonight, 55 degrees, mostly cloudy. Rain will begin to move in. And then as we track out those next 2 days, We'll be able to see, of course, Sunday itself and the Memorial Day tomorrow, not good. If you have any outdoor plans, might want to move those inside. Memorial Day itself there on Monday should be in good shape besides an early morning shower. That 7-day forecast, we rebound quickly. 62 tomorrow, 75 there Memorial Day, and then the mid-80s on the way for Tuesday and Wednesday. And look at the end of next week. Upper 80s. I think 90 degrees is likely across especially southern Kentucky, and can't rule out an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Stay with us. Much more is on your way after the break.
A bed of Zaxby's crinkle fries, hand-breaded chicken, hardwood smoked bacon, and buttermilk ranch. It's the perfect comfort food. Pillow sold separately. Chicken bacon ranch loaded fries. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
Watch What You Eatin' every Wednesday on Good Morning Kentucky with Lee Cruz and Haley Harmon. Brought to you by Zucker.
Kentucky is a special place. I see it everywhere I go. People putting aside their differences and looking out for each other. We've been through a lot these past 4 years, and some days have been tougher than others. But I will always show up to help the people of Kentucky, working to make sure our kids and grandkids have a bright future here, bringing thousands of good-paying jobs to the Commonwealth, 46,000 more jobs than before the pandemic, clean drinking water to folks who've been overlooked and underserved, and making sure communities across Kentucky have what they need to recover from natural disasters. My granddad and great-granddad were preachers in this church. It was flattened by the tornadoes. But when Kentuckians get knocked down, we get right back up again, and we rebuild stronger and better than before. I will never stop showing up and working for the people of Kentucky.
Memorial Day deals are here today, only at Paul Miller Ford. There's no need to wait on big savings, no need to wait on inventory. Get Memorial Day deals on our entire Ford lineup all month, like the new 2023 F-150 or 2023 Explorer. Your choice, now up to $6,000 off MSRP. And take advantage of rates as low as 0% APR financing on new Ford trucks and SUVs. It's part of our big 70th anniversary. But hurry before you miss out on Memorial Day deals.
Get to Paul Miller Ford, your true blue dealer.
Zaxby's new chicken bacon. Ranch chicken ranch. Ranch bacon. Chicken bacon ranch bacon. Loaded fries. Sorry, cheese. You're important too. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
You're watching ABC 36 on your side, Weekend Edition.
Welcome back. Now, with much of Congress having left Washington for the holiday weekend, key negotiators are still at work trying to hammer out a deal to raise the nation's debt limit. Both sides seemingly optimistic a deal can be made.
And if an agreement is reached, Speaker McCarthy standing by his decision, saying lawmakers will have 72 hours to read any new legislation before being asked to vote on it. David Packer with the details.
President Biden seeming optimistic on Friday that a deal could be reached to raise the nation's debt limit.
Things are looking good, very optimistic.
Representative Patrick McHenry, a key Republican negotiator, agrees, saying the two sides are close.
You all know waiting around for, the final bit of agreements is the hardest, longest wait. And this is the reason why there are these gaps, and we have to go work through language.
As House Speaker Kevin McCarthy arrived on Capitol Hill Saturday, he told reporters Congress will meet the deadline to raise the debt limit, but did not specify what details still need to be hashed out.
So we really made it focused on how can we curb the debt and make a trajectory that we're in a better place at the end of the day.
Sources tell ABC News a possible deal would limit government spending and raise the nation's borrowing limit past the 2024 presidential election. On Friday, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen sent a new letter to Congress estimating the government won't be at risk of running out of money to pay its bills until June 5th, slightly later than the previous estimate of June 1st. Yellen warning a default would cause severe hardship to American families, harm our global leadership position, and raise questions about our ability to defend national security interests. Economists say millions of jobs could be lost, troops wouldn't be paid, and Social Security payments would come to a halt. Congressional leaders have told lawmakers who left Washington for the holiday weekend to be prepared to return to Capitol Hill immediately if a deal is made. Dave Packer, ABC News, New York.
It's Ashley's Memorial Day weekend sale. Be one of the first to take advantage of these must-have items, now under $500. And get up to 50% off Spotlight deals. Or get no interest for 72 months. Only at Ashley.
Last year, I was the top #1 salesperson across the whole state. And I owe it all to Good Feet because they allowed me to be on my feet morning and night. I got it all back. It works. You don't have to sit on the couch. You don't have to wait. You have a life to live. Live it.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
ABC 36 and the Kentucky Lottery are celebrating the class of 2023 with High School Senior Spotlight. Submit a photo of your graduation on WTVQ.com before May 31st. ABC 36 Senior Spotlight, presented by the Kentucky Lottery, fueling imagination, funding education.
I'm Brandon Rivard. For nearly 40 years, we at Rivard Fine Jewelry have dedicated ourselves to providing our customers with an unforgettable shopping experience. We welcome you to visit our newly renovated showroom, where you'll find the largest selection of designer engagement rings and handcrafted gemstone and diamond jewelry in Central Kentucky. We also specialize in certified mined and lab-grown diamonds at the absolute best price. No matter the occasion, our skilled team will help you experience the brilliance you deserve at Rivard Fine Jewelry. Nobody does I do like we do.
If you're looking to keep it local for your upcoming gatherings, there is no better place than Critchfield Meats Family Market. Since 1969, Critchfield Meats has been happy to serve the highest quality products to all of Lexington. Whether you're looking for fresh cut meat, farm fresh produce, or a fast quality meal, Critchfield has you covered. Enjoy local goods and treats from our Kentucky Proud collection and more. Sit back and let us do the work for you with Critchfield's catering services. Stop by Critchfield Meats, where everyone is treated like family.
Ashley's Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now. Right now, you can save $1,000 on select Sealy mattresses or get no interest for 72 months on top bedding brands. Give yourself the restful, rejuvenating sleep you need to be your best self this summer. Only at Ashley.
Travelers are navigating long lines at the airport and traffic on the roads as they head out for the big holiday escape.
Memorial Day, the unofficial kickoff to summer, is expected to be busy, and that could mean the summer travel season could be busy as well. Michelle Franzen has the details.
Millions of Americans are on the move for the Memorial Day weekend holiday in numbers not seen since before the pandemic.
Security was very, very long line, but it moved quickly. And so and then getting here to Atlanta, easy peasy.
The TSA says it screened 2.6 million passengers on Thursday. Then on Friday, another 2.7 million. That's the highest number in a single day since 2019.
The early data suggests that we may have just seen the busiest travel day since before COVID. And the system held up quite well. Less than 1% of flights were canceled.
The Department of Homeland Security says they are ready for a busy summer travel season.
The volume of travel is increasing, and that just means, America is back and booming.
On the roads, more than 37 million people are expected to drive to their holiday destinations, a 6% increase from last year. AAA says part of the reason for the large numbers of road trips is lower gas prices than last year. This return to pre-pandemic travel numbers may continue through the summer.
A robust Memorial Day usually translates into a robust summertime travel period.
For the trip home on Monday, air travelers are being advised to arrive early to allow time for those long security lines. And for those driving, experts say the worst time to be on the roads will be between noon and 3 p.m. Michelle Franzen, ABC News, New York.
Next week marks the 40th anniversary of a major rock music festival.
Rick Damangella has that story and more in today's musical Hollywood Minute.
Memorial Day weekend 1983 saw the massive US Festival held in Southern California. Guinness World Records states 670,000 people were in attendance. Day 2 of the event featured the performance of Canadian trio Triumph.
It was pretty surreal. And the thing, too, was in my mind before it, I was thinking just another gig and we're up the bill. It won't matter much. And, long day. long travel, blah, blah, blah. But then you get there and the helicopter flew over, what looked like a whole city full of people. And you're kind of going, oh, this is different.
Triumph is releasing a limited edition vinyl record of the performance this summer.
Oh, here she comes. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she's gonna chew you up.
Your ears are not deceiving you. That's John Oates performing his Hall & Oates classic Man-Eater in a reggae arrangement. Oates conceived the idea back in the 80s, sharing the story on a 2022 podcast with Questlove. Fan reaction to the interview convinced him to record it. That's Pittsburgh PA quartet Sweat performing Paradise. The song is from their debut album, Who Do They Think They Are?, which is out now on TP Records. Rocking out in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Come and see what you can discover at the Last Genuine Leather Company.
This Friday through Monday only, we're opening our doors for our big Memorial Day sale at Lexington Overstock Warehouse. Farmhouse-style queen bed with lights, only $250. Plus, take advantage of interest-free financing for 12 months. Go to LexingtonOverstockWarehouse.com for more details.
ABC 36 wants to honor our military veterans. Nominate your Kentucky veteran for our 36 Salutes newscast feature. Just go to WTVQ.com, contest tab, to 36 Salutes. Just another way ABC 36 is on your side.
You fought with honor. You served with pride. And your sacrifices will never be forgotten. At Care Cremation and Funeral Service, we take pride in serving veterans and their families. Our way of honoring unforgotten heroes is by remembering your service to our country. Find out information on benefits you're entitled to at national cemeteries. Arrangements can be made over the phone in the comfort of your home. Care Cremation and Funeral Service. With our on-site crematory, your loved one never leaves our care.
We all want to live healthier lives. It's only natural. Your body is a product of nature. Why would you nurture it with anything else? Just like your body, our vitamins, minerals, and herbs are grown from nature. And with all our products and advice, we have something for everything under the sun. We'll make sure you get everything you need, nothing you don't. All from nature herself. Robert's Health Foods, 1020 Industry Road, Lexington. You'll want to come see us. It's only natural.
ABC 36 Solid Blue Sports Report is brought to you by UK Federal Credit Union.
Lexington Sporting Club was back at home this weekend to take on Knoxville Sporting Club. Now, these two teams met at the beginning of the season, so let's see how things turned out this time around. So let's get straight to the action. LSC taking on Knoxville. This time, LSC back at home in front of the home fans. As you can see, they're turned up. They're ready to go. In the first half, right before halftime, in the 43rd minute, LSC's ball, Jalen James sends it over to Tate Robertson. Tate with the fake. Then he finds Nico Brown, who's in the right area at the right time, gets the header to go in the back of the net, putting LSC ahead. After halftime, one Knox would find themselves near the goal, but Amal Knight sends it away and says, not today. But in the 66th minute, after several attempts, Knox would find the back of the net, leveling it out, and the game is tied, and that's how it would end. The final score in this one, 1-1. LSC is back at home next weekend against Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC.
And I know Nacho Novo and I, Coach Nacho Novo, have been working a lot after training on finishing and stuff, just getting that final product down. So it's good to see him and I's work coming to fruition. And I know the whole squad has been working on the forwards, like kind of scoring more goals and creating more opportunities. So it was good to see it come off. And I know we fell a little short tonight, but we keep going, and we're a team that has a lot of perseverance within us. So I know we'll be back.
We're gonna get back on our winning ways. So you guys just keep on believing in us, and we promise we're gonna bring wins for the city.
Now in the baseball diamond, Morehead State in the OVC championship game, taking on Eastern Illinois in the bottom third. 2 on for the Eagles. Colton Becker sends it over the wall in left field for a 3-run home run. It ties the ball game up at 5 apiece. But in the 7th inning, Lucas DeLucia gets a clutch RBI ground out to score a run. And Eastern Illinois gets a 1-run lead, and that's all they needed. They go on to win 6-5 over the Eagles. Morehead State's season comes to an end, and they finish with a 36-20 record. Now in CUSA baseball, in the semifinals, Western Kentucky take it on a tough Dallas Baptist squad. As you can see, they're real tough. Dallas Baptist, Miguel Santos gets a 2-run homer, puts them ahead 2-0 in the 2nd inning. And then in the 4th inning, Grant J sends this ball off the scoreboard for his 21st home run this season, makes it 3-0 Dallas Baptist. And the struggles continue for the Hilltoppers. A hard hit ball gets scooped up at third, preventing a run from scoring, and turns into an out at first. The runner is left stranded at second, and Dallas Baptist eliminates Western Kentucky with a 5-0 shutout victory. And in high school softball, in the 12th Region Championship in Somerset, East Jessamine advances to state after beating Southwestern 8-2, so a big win for the Jags. That wraps things up for sports. I'm Chris Bolton.
Today on Mom to Mom, we are putting a high-protein dessert that went viral to the test. Today we are trying a dessert. I figured why not give this a shot. It went viral, so if you don't have social media, no worries. It's supposed to be 3 ingredients, and the main one is cottage cheese. Now, I'm not a huge cottage cheese fan, so I'm a little skeptical, but why not give this a shot? So we're gonna need some fresh strawberries. You're gonna need cottage cheese, the full fat kind, so make sure that you grab that. Then you're gonna need maple syrup, and then I grabbed some graham crackers because it's supposed to kind of taste like cheesecake. So let's start making this. We're going to throw a half a cup of fresh strawberries, chopped strawberries, into our blender, as well as a cup of cottage cheese into the blender, and then 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Now we're gonna blend that until it's nice and creamy and smooth. Then you're going to put that mixture into a freezer-tight container. I just like to use the cottage cheese container because it's empty and it's great to use. So what I do is I'm gonna layer this. I'm gonna put a little bit of our mixture ice cream and then a couple of our strawberries that we kind of left out, then some graham crackers in there, mix it up really well, and then freeze it for about 2 to 4 hours. Keep it out for about 20 minutes at room temperature, and we'll give this a try. So let's see how good it tastes. You actually don't taste the cottage cheese in there, which I'm surprised because I don't like it. It is very rich and creamy, so there you go. You have a nice low-fat ice cream that went viral, so hey, cheers.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select road trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
Hi, my name is Dan Packard. I was on my way to work, and the gentleman behind me hit me. We called Morgan & Morgan. From that moment on, everything else Morgan & Morgan took care of. They emailed us all the time. They constantly stayed in touch with us.
We have been really blessed to have them in our corner. And it really did feel like family.
Morgan & Morgan did it all with literally one phone call.
Kentucky is a special place. I see it everywhere I go. People putting aside their differences and looking out for each other. We've been through a lot these past 4 years, and some days have been tougher than others. But I will always show up to help the people of Kentucky, working to make sure our kids and grandkids have a bright future here, bringing thousands of good-paying jobs to the Commonwealth, 46,000 more jobs than before the pandemic. Clean drinking water to folks who've been overlooked and underserved, and making sure communities across Kentucky have what they need to recover from natural disasters. My granddad and great-granddad were preachers in this church. it was flattened by the tornadoes. But when Kentuckians get knocked down, we get right back up again, and we rebuild stronger and better than before. I will never stop showing up and working for the people of Kentucky.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select road trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
Watch Monday Munchies every Monday on High Noon with Doug and Lisa High. Brought to you by Zucker.
That's all the time we have for ABC 36 News at 11. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Have a great night, guys.